All right, we're recording now. I hope you get food in the middle of this podcast. So Grant's driving everybody, and
Yes, I drive a lot.
hit the. We'll pause for your fast food order, I guess. All right.
No, I'll mute. You don't have to. I'm not ordering fast food, sir.
I don't think people want it muted. I think the 25 people who tuned into episode 1 would very much like to hear what you're getting for dinner.
Well, it's probably not gonna be fast food unless Velvet Taco's fast food.
What's that guy who reviews fast food on YouTube? I don't know his name.
I don't know his name.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I
Guys
fucking
like the
love that
slick
guy.
back hair, always wears the suits. You can compete with that guy. All right, well,
No.
this is episode 2 of Ballscast, MFFL Ballscast. We need to specify that there is a difference. There's already a Ballscast for the Miami Heat, which, I mean, that's the only Ballscast I could find on the internet, but they seem to have a little bit more clout than we do. So for legal purposes, we don't own any.
Fuck 'em.
We don't own any trademark, copyright, anything like that on Ballscast. But this is the MFFL Ballscast, so I think we're safe. I'm Carter. I hosted last week. I'm back. Nick's back with us. Grant's back with us. But we have Blake subbing in for Josh tonight. Blake, how are you doing this evening?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank y'all for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yes, absolutely. As we kind of threw out last week, there's not really a set list of hosts for this show. It kind of just bounces around, and I like that. I like that we're gonna keep it open and fluid.
I like when the balls bounce around too.
Yeah, that's funny, Grant. It's funny stuff. All right, we got some tiers we're gonna get to. If I can move my Discord bar, or wait, no, we're on Zoom, not Discord. So we got some tiers to get into. We were originally going to discuss the CBA tonight and the NBA's potential restart during December. That has not come to an agreement yet, or at least to the best of my knowledge, it's close to. Grant, you seem to kind of have a grip on that. So where do we stand?
So as far as I know, a bunch of powerful people still want the league to start in December of this year, and it would be best for the league if they did start. Well, best for the league, air quotes, if they did start, because of that $500 million that we were talking about before we started recording. But my big thing is I think they're going to come to an agreement on December, because the $500 million thing, and also if they start on Martin Luther King Day, which is like the other day, they're saying the proposed schedule for that is like 50 games. So, I'm trying to figure out where in that 3-week period you lose 22 games. But
yeah, they when they came out with like the 72 game proposal for Christmas, I was already kind of hesitant. I did not think that was going to happen.
72 is so many. That's 10 less than a regular season, which like eliminates all the back-to-backs, I think, which is good. But like you're also crunching the season in from December to mid-July, because all these guys want to go represent the country for the Olympics.
Yeah. Well, and plus it doesn't really line up with the schedule of getting back on track for the finals being over the summer. But I don't know. We'll keep in touch with that, and it's going to be a lot easier to get some of these episodes in once we have content. There's not really anything happening right now, but there are jersey leagues, my friends. There are plenty of jersey leagues, and people have takes about them, so that's what we're here to do tonight. First things first, I've got 3 tier lists pulled up. We're going to see if we can get to all of them in time, and if not, it's not the end of the world, because we do have some news about next week's episode that I will share at the end tonight. But we're going to rank the leaked city jerseys, I guess they're called, the earned edition leaks that have been thrown out on the internet so far.
Wait, I thought earned and city were different jerseys.
I did too. I think there's just a mix of what's being tossed out.
Okay, because like last year Utah had their earned jersey, but it was just their city jersey from the year prior. So I don't really know how it works either. I thought we were getting a city jersey, a throwback jersey, and an earned jersey. and the white one that leaked was the city. The green one is obviously the throwback, and then we were going to get another one that was the earn jersey. But I might have that incorrect.
I was gonna say, to the best of my knowledge, it's all three of those. All right, let's get into this. Let's rank these jerseys. There are 2 courts in here, but I threw those in because they've been leaked, and why not? So I guess we'll get the courts out of the way. We're starting with the Portland court right here for the 2021 season. Doesn't look too much different from their normal court, honestly. So I'm just gonna I'm gonna go ahead and vote that one goes in B.
I haven't actually seen the Portland one yet. From what I can tell right here on the screen, it looks pretty much like what they always have going on.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't tell from the screen either, but I've seen their league jersey, and I like it. I don't like how it says it says something different. It doesn't say Portland. It says Oregon, I think.
Yeah, it says Oregon on it.
It says Oregon.
Yeah.
I like it. I just don't like the fact that it says Oregon, but like the font and the colors and everything look pretty dope.
I like the little colors on the color scheme on the side of it, the mountains that they tried to.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead.
It looks really nice.
I'll zoom in on everything we're doing, so hopefully y'all can get like a better angle. Can y'all see the zoom? Is that helpful at all? Okay, bet. All right, so then we got the Nets throwback, which I'm a big fan of. I'm gonna be honest. My personal opinion is I detest the current Nets court and color design. I think it's really hard to screw up black and white, and I don't really like their typeface or their whole like subway design they have going on there. I like these throwbacks. What do y'all think?
So I'm just gonna come off the top rope right from the start. My biggest issue with the Nets court is similar to the issue I have with the leaked Warriors jerseys, in the sense of how are you gonna try to represent or give a nod to a time in your history when you were in a city that you spent years trying to get out of. Like this is a throwback to when they were in New Jersey still, and you're not in New Jersey anymore. I mean, it looks cool. It's a cool color scheme and everything.
Yeah, but the fans followed them to Brooklyn for the most part, I think.
Well, if that's the case, then fine, I guess. My real issue is more with the Warriors things. It's like you finally get good, and then you force your way out of Oakland, and then you're going to make an Oakland jersey.
Yeah.
Drives me nuts.
Yeah, they put Oakland on their court last year too. I don't know if they're going to do that this year, but like they had the same like color design and scheme and everything. It just said Oakland. So
yeah, it seems really I don't know. Is condescending the right word? Not condescending, but just I don't know.
Yeah, I definitely agree with I think it falls more. I think it is more effective on like the Oakland Golden State thing, because they were like actually really good in Oakland. They were the best team in the NBA while they were in Oakland, and then they forced their way out to San Francisco. Whereas the Nets were, I mean, these are a 90s throwback for the Nets. The Nets were, they had Petrovic at this time. So, I mean, it's not like they were contending for titles. But, yeah, I think to go along with Blake's point, like the Nets don't really, or to go along with Carter's point, their fans went with them, but they never really had that many fans to begin with. Like, they're still one of the lesser fandoms in the NBA because, I mean, they have the Knicks,
Yeah, who could forget?
Such a powerful franchise next to
Yeah, right. All right, Nick. Nick, how do you feel about the Nets?
I really don't know. I kind of like Brooklyn's scheme now, and I don't know. I just don't see. I don't know if I like this Nets the throwback.
I like I didn't say my answer, but I like the Nets throwback a lot.
I don't dislike it, but I'm not gonna say I love it. So.
Are we all feeling
light
B?
blue and baby red go well together? I would do above B, but that's probably, I'm a Nets homer. Kyrie's my guy.
I would go B or above.
B's fine. I'm with you, Carter. Anything's better than that beyond plain scheme they have going on.
Oh yeah, that's awful.
Yeah,
that's awful.
Yeah.
It's not the best, and we're gonna stay on the Nets real quick. Or sorry, go ahead, Blake.
No, that was it.
I was gonna say that it's close. The Nets, their theme now is pretty ass, but it's close to being really cool to me. I think they just need some some designer from MFL to help them out over there.
Yeah.
So I forgot to preface the intro to the pod by saying that this is all being like screen shared. So if you're listening to this on podcast format, it's going to be on YouTube, and we'll put a link to it in our Twitter if you want to like see the jerseys we're talking about and the courts we're talking about. But staying on the subject of ass, these are the absolute worst jerseys
They're terrible.
in the
Dude,
entire history of the
no.
league. And
They're terrible.
I know
No, they're
for a
not that
fact
bad.
Grant likes them, so we're about to
They're
dig
so
into
pretty.
it.
So quick question on these. What are they going for? Like, what
So-
were they
Yeah,
going
I don't. Yeah, I
So,
don't know what they're going for. But
For the listener, this is the Brooklyn Nets city jersey, which has, I guess, a chalked typeface of Brooklyn shortened to BKLYN, and then there's a Nets right below it with, I have no idea what it's supposed to be surrounded by. So first of all, the E is just 3 lines. It looks like a kid drew a backwards 3.
The whole thing looks like a kid drew it.
It's not the best. There's a yellow parenthesis next to the N, and I guess that's like a free throw box or something next to the S. I have no idea.
Goalpost. That's a goalpost.
Yeah,
on
it's a goalpost.
Oh, it's a goalpost. Yeah, it's terrible. It looks like a kid.
That's the point, though. It looks like a street. It looks like a kid went into a Brooklyn street ball court and took a fucking chalk and just went nuts and made the jersey, which is what I love. That's the appeal they're going for, I think.
Okay.
It's gonna look really good when the Nets put up 170 points in one night wearing them.
Yeah. Oh, I'm still like, as a Kyrie fan though, and a Caris LeVert fan, I'm still gonna get the baby blue, baby red colors over this.
Oh
stuff.
yeah.
But
That's
I do
what
like this a lot.
I was gonna say for the court we just talked about. I like the jersey concept for that court. I think is it in here? No, it's not in here. But
I mean, it looks the same. You know.
Yeah.
Quick point. I just want to say I think 170 is going to be
It's like the basic.
That's going to be an off night for him since they got D'Antoni as an assistant.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
He's going to be a low.
Not to open that can of worms, but I really feel like Brooklyn's either going to be a 65 win team or just a colossal disaster.
Yeah.
Like there's no in between.
None.
Yeah. All right. So where do we want to rank these jerseys? I'm personally thinking F. That's
I don't think you get much worse.
I actually kind of am cool with the way they look. It's just that I don't get it. I don't understand what they were going.
I need a I
It's
like the way it looks. I'm with Blake. I like the way it looks, but I need an explanation. Like, you got to tell me why it looks this way. It can't just look this way.
Well,
They look
I also-
so
because,
dumb
you know?
There's
compared to
also-
every other jersey. Like
it's
it just
also
doesn't
black
look like
with-
it belongs.
yeah. It's
Did you see
it's
that
black
Knicks
with like
jersey
tire
there?
tracks.
Yeah, it is. It looks like Goodyear made it.
I personally would go D, but F is fine. I'm fine with F.
I'm gonna go with B because I
Do we
like
want
it.
Do we want the Knicks to
Gotcha.
be in F all by themselves, so we put it in D?
Oh no,
I'm down with that.
I
Yeah,
like
I'm
Nick's
down.
idea. I like Nick's idea.
that's a good point.
All right.
It's a great point.
So now we're going with the Chicago alternates, which I'm not 100% sure of what I'm about to say, but I believe they were inspired by the film Chicago. Or I
So
believe that's
The
where
musical.
it's
The mu- yeah,
it's
the
Musical, right?
I'm
Yes.
pretty sure when I first saw these, I thought that they were based on the old Chicago theater, the famous Chicago theater that's like 100
Mhm.
years old
yeah.
in Chicago. With the, I mean, that's, with the color scheme, and it kind of invokes the flashing lights and everything outside the theater. I saw some people kind of confirm that. I think that's what they're going for, and if that's the case, I freaking love
Yeah.
it. I mean, I think it looks
Yeah, I
awesome.
love this.
Yeah, I think it's beautiful.
Yeah,
I
I'm-
love the
I'm about
font.
it.
I love the font. I love the details on the side with the gold or yellow. I like it all together. It's nice.
I've never seen
So-
the Chicago Bulls wear a jersey that's other than black, red, or white. So like
Yeah.
they've had
They had
same
those green
jersey.
jerseys. They had
Oh,
those green
God.
jerseys one time.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
it's
I
like
think
Patty's Day.
yeah,
Yeah.
the Blackhawks do that too, where they like mix up green jerseys with their red. I think it looks awful, but
Oh yeah.
But to touch on what Blake just said and what Carter also just said, so I think it's based on the musical, and I think the musical is based on the theater. I think I might be wrong, but I think that's like the Chicago the musical is based on that theater. So that's like
A bunch of film people watching
film.
this podcast is cringing.
Yeah, Bibbs is gonna be pissed.
I took film
Maybe I'm
class
wrong.
for a year, and I still am not entirely sure about this. So I think we're safe for now.
Okay.
Regardless, it looks dope.
These
Yeah,
are
yeah,
A or above.
yeah. I was gonna say A. I'm comfortable putting this in A.
Yeah, I'm going A.
Yeah, I can't wait to see Kobe White get buckets on us while wearing them.
All right, we're putting Chicago in A. All right, the time has come for us to give our thoughts about the Dallas Gold. I believe, what is this, like the 10-year anniversary of the title gold jerseys?
Yep.
All
See,
right.
That's what they said it's for.
I think.
So
Well, I just wanted to preface this by saying I think a lot of the negative reaction to these jerseys, and for those of you who haven't seen them, they're white. They got like this like gold typeface. It looks like something straight out of like Atlantic City, I guess. It's not really that special. They got like a nice little like side design, which I think is it's like what, wings or something about the bridge on the side of the jersey.
yeah,
it looks
someone
like the-
someone
They're
said
for
it's
the
like a
Pegasus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Pegasus. Yeah. I think the negative reaction to these was just that it was like a bad angle shot, and people were, I think, might have been expecting a little bit more. I've seen the past couple of days, like the opinion on these things really kind of 180, and a lot of people who were trashing them at first have kind of grown on them. I think I'm in that camp where, like, at the start, I was kind of disappointed by just not understanding what the purpose of the design was. But like now, I've seen some photoshops of Luka wearing them. I think they look really cool.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought they looked cool from the beginning. I just, I think people were just like, "What? It's not blue or black or blue or white or green." Like that's
Yeah.
But
So-
I like them a lot. I like them way better than last year's.
For me personally, especially if it's representing the 10-year anniversary of the championship, then I'd be totally cool with it. I really only got one problem with it, and it's the gray. Like if it was all gold, the numbers and all the type was gold on it, I think it would look 10 times better. Personally, I don't know why the gray was added on the numbers on the front and then in the name.
Yeah, I hate that the name is like solid gray, and they don't even have the gold outlining on it. I'm hoping that that's just like early leak stuff, but like that,
Yeah, I didn't see that.
It looks really shitty, like in the back. But I really like the front, and if I like the wings representing the Pegasus, because I think the Pegasus is just really badass concept.
Yeah.
So I like it, but I think it could be way better. Have y'all seen that one with the Denver Gravit on Twitter with the blue, the gold and blue?
Yes. Yeah.
Oh man, that is sexy, and it would instantly be my favorite.
Yeah, I don't know how to feel about like every time a jersey gets leaked for the Mavs, like somebody just immediately like photoshops a better version of it.
Yeah, true. There's always something that comes in like, if you do this and this and this, they could be,
Yeah.
and then they're like the best thing ever. It's like, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Once you have,
The fact that Skylar in Dallas isn't actively employed to
Oh my
create
God.
these uniforms yet is
yeah,
a trap.
for sure.
Yeah,
Incredible.
I promise he's not sponsoring this podcast, but he should be because like I speak for all of us. I think we can't hype him up enough. Skylar in Dallas has like some of the best, like not just Mavs, but some of the coolest products you can get for Dallas oriented clothing. I was gonna ask, do y'all remember the Christmas game after we won the title where they had like the gold lettering around the home jerseys?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I see. My thing was, I
Yeah, that
was
would be
hoping
cool.
they would. I was gonna say, I wish they had done something more kind of like that, where it's kind of ingrained to what we're already doing. Because this it's a totally different look from anything that the Mavs are used to, and most of their jerseys or their alternate jerseys, I mean, have been a variation of just the plain home and aways. So I don't know. I don't hate this at all. It's growing on me. I would like to see it in games, but I'm feeling a B on this, on the white and gold.
To be honest, I loved the so-called trash bag jerseys back in the day. So my opinion on Mavs jerseys are.
Yeah.
I fucking love those jerseys.
Oh, okay.
I
thought-
hate it when people trash those jerseys. Those things are so cool.
I thought it was just me. I feel so much better now.
We're
The only
blo-
Mavs jersey
I did
besides
too.
the Skyline jersey I like is the it was the '06 through like '09 alternate. You know, with the goofy like
Oh,
green and the
The
goofy
P Diddy,
font.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, the
Oh
P
yeah,
Diddy
yeah.
green.
P Diddy designed them. Yeah. Those I
That's
have
my
a Jason
favorite Mavs
Terry.
jersey ever.
Yeah, yeah. I don't think anything will top that. So
Speaking
like-
of green, I forgot to add the Mavs throwbacks in here. The green throwbacks. I can't believe I forgot those.
Oh well, those would be top tier.
Yeah. So yeah, the
yeah, I
Mavs
agree.
80s hardwood classic, green classic throwbacks, whatever you want to
Oh,
call
they're
them.
so good.
They're beautiful. They're
Oh,
perfect.
yeah. They
And
are.
they couldn't
They
have
are
got
perfect.
the court any better either. Like,
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh
I'm-
yeah,
I'm so pumped for that.
I love that they went with the green lane like they had in the
Oh,
early
yeah,
'90s. Yeah, it's a
I was
really good.
also before I forget, I was also going to mention. I think it's pretty legendary of the city of Dallas that we pulled off the silver trash bags for the Mavs and the Dallas Stars motorist jerseys, both in the same calendar year. Like, that's pretty impressive.
We do it big over here
Yeah, that's right.
in Dallas.
It was a bold move, Cotton.
Detroit Pistons, the Motor City alternates, which don't really variate too much from what they're already going for, I guess. They're just kind of plain blue jerseys with red stripes down the side. Just says Motor City in a circle.
I
I-
100%
looks like-
thought that was Philly up until just
Yeah,
now.
it looks like the Philly jersey
does.
they had last year with
Yeah.
all the stars around it.
Yeah.
I like it though. I mean, it's
I like
not-
it,
I
and
can't wait to see. I can't wait to see Sekou dunk all over everybody with them on.
Yeah, I think
I-
it'll
But
look good
other
on the
than that,
court.
I mean,
I think it'll
Yeah,
look
I
really
really
good.
like it.
yeah,
I feel like this is what the Knicks
they're really not
should have
different,
gone with.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh my god, yeah.
This is what the Knicks are
Yeah,
trying to
those
do.
I'm so ready to get to this Knicks jersey. All right, I think we're all in agreement for like A-ish. Is that good?
Mm,
Yeah.
okay.
I'll say
I was
B
thinking
just because
B.
I don't
I was
feel
thinking
like
B.
it's
Yeah,
They
maybe.
don't really
not
pop
different
out too
enough.
much.
Okay.
Yeah, they don't change from Detroit. Like with us, we're gold and white, and we've never been gold and white. Detroit's always been blue and red,
All right.
and they're not changing.
So here's what we got so far. Just imagine a little green Mavs jersey in the S tier. There's no bias on this podcast. The Oakland throwbacks for the Warriors. Now, context aside, because I know we already talked about like the Warriors dipping from Oakland, and like I really like these. I think like design wise, if we're just going off like the concept of the jersey, I think these are sick. Like, I if I was a Warriors fan, I'd want them to wear this every game.
Oh yeah, I actually love them.
Are we allowed to say that though? Like,
I know what
Yeah,
Blake's about to say.
that's what I was gonna. I kind of hesitated because I was like, I actually love the design itself, but as a Mavs fan, considering that they're representing
know-
We Believe shit,
I
you
know
like,
ESPN gets off on reviving the We Believe story every month. Like literally every other month. They're just like, hey, did y'all forget about the 07 Warriors? No, we didn't. But
yeah, because the 2011 Grizzlies never happened.
yeah, exactly.
Who?
So we have to put these in the F, right?
no, I like them. I like them too.
No,
I
no,
think
I like
we're-
the jersey
we're-
too much.
We're reserving the spot for the Knicks. I think that's got
That's
Yeah.
right.
sacred ground.
Yeah, F
No,
is,
I don't
They
know,
genuinely, they
man. I like
genuinely
the
look great.
designs.
They
Yeah.
genuinely look great.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I like them. It's just there's too much bad history, bad juju. So
Yeah, definitely.
I'm not gonna say I like them.
Yeah, if I was an unbiased
C or a
Mavs fan,
D.
I'd probably put them in the A category, but all things
Yeah.
considered,
considered, they got to be down there with the Nets.
okay.
Yeah, I try to
Any
be
o-
as unbiased as possible, and I love those jerseys. But I just I can't take the memory away from the color scheme.
All right, D it is. Sorry, Oakland. You look cool, but you've heard this too many times. All
Can we
right,
put a little asterisk next to them?
Also, just screw them for having the balls to put Oakland across the front of a jersey.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Los Angeles Clippers, the redheaded stepchild of the NBA, going with the I don't know what to call this design. They had a
It's
name
the-
for it last year, and I
It's
forgot
the
it.
GTA jerseys, man.
Yeah, the Los
GTA.
Santos jerseys.
Yeah.
Wait, are they any different than what they were last year?
Yeah, they've got red and
They
blue
flipped.
stripes on the side, on the shoulders.
Oh,
Well,
okay.
that was
I
their
didn't see
last
that.
year. That was their last year, but they flipped the black and the white. Last year it was mostly white with the black.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't like them last year. I don't like them this year, but I like the Clippers. So I like that they're black,
Whoa.
but I don't like the font so much. Black and white is cool. I can like the Clippers, bro. They're nothing. Like they're worthless. The biggest claim to fame they ever had was
They're
signing Kawhi
nothing.
Leonard. They've never won
Yeah.
anything.
All right, I'll let it slide.
They sure
I'm
act
letting-
like they have.
I'm letting I was gonna say I'm letting recency bias get in the way here. I not only do I think they look kind of goofy for a team that has like the Cleveland Browns stench of the NBA.
I don't
It's
know
But-
about that.
But their team also said some not so nice things to us about a month ago, and yeah, I gotta go F. Not solely because I don't like the Clippers, but just I don't get this design at all, and also like their general design compared to I guess the Lakers or any other California team is just bad. I think
Yeah,
I think
I
they have
agree
the
with
worst,
you there.
they have the
Is
worst
that-
logo in the NBA to me.
The worst
And-
logo, the worst team name,
Yeah.
The worst mascot.
the worst mask, yeah, everything. One quick thing too on those, the color on the shoulders. If y'all played NBA Live 07 back in the day, they had some jerseys on there that I think they wore in real life that summer or something, or in the preseason for some games in Europe. They called them the Europe Live jerseys, and it had like random colors around the shoulders like that. It looks really similar, and it's just awful.
Was that
What's
the
NBA Live?
07.
Was that the Gilbert Arenas
I
game?
think I was back.
No, that was T-Mac. Arenas was 08.
Okay, yeah.
I think I was back into 2K by then. Unfortunately,
Oh, yeah, I didn't get into 2K till 2010. So
I
Mine-
started
mine-
with
mine was
2K
20.
and then it sucked, and I went to Live, and then Live sucked. Then I went back.
I think the soundtrack for 2K11 is the only reason I stick to playing that game anymore.
oh, it's epic. It's
Yeah.
epic.
All right, Clippers are
about
going
that
an F for me. What else do we got? Anybody opposed to this?
I'll give them a C just so they're not in the Knicks.
That's
in
true.
the
Okay,
zone.
yeah.
Yeah.
D. I keep
I'll
forgetting
give
that
him
we're.
a D. Yeah, I'd give him a D.
I keep forgetting we're
I think they
reserving
belong
the
in
F
D.
spot. Okay, potentially, I would say potentially my favorite jersey of the league so far are the Lakers. I guess these are 60s, 70s throwbacks to the
Yes.
Minneapolis
60s.
days. It's essentially their normal Lakers jersey, but sub anything yellow and purple with like light blue, baby blue. Just a clean white jersey. I think these are sick. I really hope they do a court design for them too. As much as I hate the Lakers, I do really love their purple and gold color scheme. But it's cool whenever they try and variate from it, and they generally pull it off really well. So I am excited to see what they do with these. But yeah, I'd put them in my S or A tier. I think these are pretty solid.
Yeah, so it's a throwback to like their first 10 or so years, maybe a little less than 10 in LA. Because when they were in Minneapolis, they had the blue and the yellow.
Mm-hmm.
And then they moved to LA and they flipped it to that kind of baby blue with the white for a while until they switched to purple and gold in like I think 68 or something like that after Dr. Buzz bought the team. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool, man. It's a cool callback. I dig it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I enjoy those quite a bit too. I don't think they're anything like too crazy or too flashy, which is awesome. I mean, purple and gold is flashy enough. I don't think you really have to. When you already have some of the best jerseys in the league, no matter what, it's kind of hard to top it. So
Yeah.
I think they played it pretty safe,
Yeah, they're clean.
but I like them still.
We're
They're
thinking
A's for me.
A's? Yeah.
Yeah, I'll give it an A.
Yeah,
If it's
It's
not
not.
an S, I'll
I don't
give
think
it
there's
an A.
enough. I don't think there's enough there to make it an S. I mean, they just.
No.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
actually, I would vote B personally, A or B. I'm fine either way, I guess.
I think the
I could
consensus
see
is-
B because like
To me, it's just
they're
not
just
on
safe.
the of the Chicago one.
Yeah, Chicago.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm changing
Maybe
my
maybe
vote.
we move Chicago to S.
I'd fuck with it.
Yeah.
I'd fuck with
We,
that.
we
Yeah.
all like Chicago.
And then
All
we
right.
can leave those A. Let's do it.
Cool. Cool.
We're getting
All right.
wild up in here.
Oh
Yeah,
yes.
we're about to get really wild with this next one.
We got.
Are we? I'm curious.
Oh
We got-
wait, no.
We're
Is this
close.
the one?
Well, we're about to do Miami. We got Miami and Milwaukee, and then it's time to trash the Knicks. But
Oh, those are the Milwaukee ones.
yeah, I
Yeah.
hadn't seen these before today. Let's knock out Miami.
Me
first.
neither. And they
Okay,
look
yeah.
Oh, no.
fucking awful.
Those look terrible.
Oh no, I just lost. Damn it, I just lost my team.
Oh no.
Oh no.
All right, well, go ahead and discuss
There we go.
the Miami.
I also don't see the Suns ones on there, by the way. I don't know if you missed that one.
The
I don't know if
Suns. I didn't add them. Damn it.
Oh, you mean the Taco Bell jerseys? The lip
Yeah,
gloss jerseys?
I think they look dope. They look like
I do
Taco
too.
Bell. They look like Taco Bell candy corn.
Yeah.
I
Alright.
literally went through like 18 articles just to get all these jerseys, and I forgot like my two favorite ones.
Well, to be fair, the Phoenix one was like the very, very, very first one that got leaked. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Is it? And they're dope too. I just like.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
The Valley, right? Yeah.
The Valley
Okay.
Boys.
We're gonna tuck the hypothetical Suns jersey right next to the Mavs jersey right here. So just like you just have to imagine half of the S tier, but it looks really cool.
We left out all the good jerseys. Sorry.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. You got to go find them yourself.
This is the elite production value of this podcast that people have come to expect. The Miami jerseys that we do have, which I guess they're just kind of blending the baby blue and hot pink, the Miami Vice concept. I mean, it's hard to say anything negative about these. These are like
I don't know, man. I like the baby blue and the hot pink. Like I love what they've been doing, but I don't like this very much. I don't like blending them like that.
I
Because
think
the way
awesome.
it looks here, it looks like the numbers are black. There's a black stripe going down the armpit, but then like half the jersey is pink and half the jersey is blue. That's what it looks like to me. I love the colors a lot. I just don't like the way they did it this year. But I'm sure when I see Jimmy Butler bodying people I might look a little different.
This shit looks like something you would make back in Nike in like 10 years ago, and you're making your shoes, your custom shoes, with no
cotton
intention of ever buying them. You're just seeing what you can make. And
You're just like, I'm gonna put every color I possibly
yeah, so
can.
12-year-old found every effect on the Nike website and made this
Yeah.
jersey. I mean, I'm with you. I like the Vice theme, but this looks, I don't know. This doesn't
Like
look
compared
I'm
to
about
compared
these.
to what they've done the last 2-3 years, this
Why
is,
does
I
only-
mean,
Why does only one side get a stripe? Why does the other side
yeah,
not get a
that's
stripe?
no. I think the blue side gets a little pink stripe. That's what I'm like. You're
Yeah.
like
So why does
everything
the
is
red
different.
side get a dark black stripe? It
Yeah,
doesn't make
that's-
any sense.
Yeah, I don't know what they're
either
doing with it.
this is not a final form of it, and it's gonna look more clean and look better with this theme. It's gonna look really good, or it looks like
Or
this,
Westbrook designed it and
So-
was like, fuck it.
or- Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, I'm willing to fluctuate on this. I'd put it in the B, but if y'all want,
I still give it a B because it looks cool. It's just like from what I expect from Miami and what I expect from these Vice jerseys, it's not up there.
Yeah.
What do you think, Blake?
To me, it's a C. My biggest issue with it is they never should have went away from the white Miami Vice jerseys. Those were like a top
Yeah.
5 jersey of all
Yeah.
time.
Oh, wait a second.
For sure.
I'm seeing that there's been 2 Miami leaks for the jerseys.
I hope so.
You know what? I might just like pause this and like get the last couple leaks in here, because this like if I'm missing half of them.
The other leak looks a lot better.
I mean,
It's
no,
like
I don't think we're missing
diagonal.
anymore.
It's like a diagonal gradient with white, blue, and the pink, and it's like white lettering, full white lettering. It looks way better, the other leak. So let's keep that in mind.
Okay, and that's for this upcoming season. Like this is a fresh leak.
Yeah, it says that 2 leaks were done for Miami for these city jerseys, which means
Okay.
that
Interesting. These
that
might
they're
not be the.
tweaking them or whatever.
Yeah,
but-
this one might not be the complete one that we got right here. I hope not.
I hope
'cause
not.
They look edible. They look like freaking cotton candy.
Are we thinking C or B?
I'm thinking C. I could
I'm
picture
voting.
Lance Stevenson accidentally eating some of these Jimmy Butler's jersey if he ever made it back in the league.
Dion Waiters. Yeah.
I was gonna say Dion Waiters.
J.R. Smith. Just
Definitely
like,
trying
oh,
to get
dude.
high off of these.
Damn. All right. These are the Milwaukee alternate blues, I guess. All we have is a jersey. They haven't leaked a jersey for it, as far as I know.
Unless,
I have no thoughts on these. I think they're just boring.
yeah, unless like the color blue is like sacred in Milwaukee and we just don't know about it. Like this is, I don't know what the fuck this
Well,
is.
see, this is why I've been wanting. I mean, aside from the fact that it's just gorgeous, been wanting the Mavs to bring the green back because Milwaukee, since they've been introducing this blue over the last few years, is slowly trying to become the team with the blue and green color scheme because no one else in the league has that, and it's just the most perfect color scheme. And if it had more green in it, it'd be great. But it's just the blue kind of overpowers everything. I mean, it's a gorgeous shade of blue, but
Is there any green? There's zero green.
isn't there green outline on the
That's what
lettering?
I'm trying
the
to
numbers?
figure out. No, the
I
outline
don't.
looks like it's
It
like
doesn't look like it. Looks like a clear blue or
Yeah, it's a
lighter
lighter
It looks
blue.
like they.
Oh,
like
then
they
these are
went-
terrible.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think I don't know. I think since it's a jersey, maybe it'll actually
Yeah.
look different. The actual. But
And
Blake,
and
you know what they should do?
What's that?
They should bring back the purple,
Oh,
the
100%.
purple and green Milwaukee.
Yeah,
Oh,
Those
100%.
were so fucking
absolutely.
tight.
I think
The
I'll
purple, black and
Right.
green.
Those were dope.
I'll
Yeah.
give I'd rather Milwaukee wear anything other than the Cream City jersey. I hate that jersey.
Oh yeah, that was bad.
They
It's
like
the worst.
said
fucking-
that they said that with their whole chest too. They were like, "Yeah, we're Cream City."
It's like, I don't know about that one.
We're thinking
I had
C,
to-
C, D.
For the
Uh,
Milwaukee, I'm thinking a D.
I'm D. Yeah.
I'm
They're
definitely giving them a
they're
D.
boring and ugly. You can be boring and not ugly, or you can be ugly and like interesting, but you can't be both.
Can't be both. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, boys.
Well, no, you can be, bro.
But you
Look
can't be
look at our
both,
statement
and
jersey.
then, or no, or you'd be the Knicks.
We're gonna be in the Knicks.
Yeah.
Create the worst, and I mean the worst possible jersey
I hate
concept.
this.
What in the hell?
So this looks like a
I-
an adult rec league team botched their jersey. And like at some
I
point, I
really-
feel bad because the Knicks literally like they have nothing to cling on at this point. Like they can't even have jerseys. This is unfair. They are so screwed in every department, and they can't
Yeah.
even look cool while they do it.
They could be that one shitty team that looks super fucking cool, but nope,
Yeah.
they don't get that. They look,
They're
gonna
not even
look-
get that.
they're gonna look super dumb as they win 20 games next
So
season.
what do these say? They're black
Funny.
jerseys with orange and blue gradient
Team-
stripes.
Team that
So-
never sleeps.
Yeah.
I
Or no, City
personally
that never
like.
City never sleeps.
Yeah, City
I
that never
like-
sleeps.
I like everything about the jersey except the base is black
Yeah.
and the sides are white, blue, and orange, and I like that. And I like that they have the circle, and I like that the circle says shit, but the circle has 3 different colors on it, and the circle is black. It's a black circle on a base black jersey with
Yeah.
3 different colors on it. It just looks so tacky. If they literally would have just made it all the same color, like the base a different color and then the font the same color, it would have looked nice,
Well,
or it would at
this
least
is
look
a-
better.
This is
I
a
hate-
way worse version of the firefighter uniforms they had a few years ago.
Yeah, that's exactly what it
Yes.
looks like too.
I'm kind of with Grant, where like the closer to the middle of the jersey it gets, the less I like it, and the more I just start to cringe. Like the sides are fine. I actually kind of like the
Yeah,
stripes.
the sides are dope.
I like the
Those are really
stripes.
cool.
Any sort of like gradient, like transferal of color on a stripe, I'm cool with. But then it just gets towards like the circle.
I hate the circular words that.
And
Yeah,
it doesn't say like it. What it says is it just says "City never sleeps, New York Knicks."
Yeah,
There's
It
nothing.
doesn't say City never sleeps. Space. New York Knicks. It says City never sleeps. New York Knicks.
Yes, exactly.
This just confirms
Sucks.
that the entire Knicks organization is actively trying to be the worst they can possibly be at everything.
And my favorite thing about it is that the number in the middle is literally like the most basic sports number typeface. Like if you were playing like EA, Madden, whatever, and you're creating a team and you went into like the jersey editor, the first font option for the numbers is right there. That's what this looks like.
It's the same one as the firefighter one.
Yeah, it's terrible. There's
Have
no
they ever
line.
used another one?
I don't know. I don't care enough about the Knicks to go research.
Yeah, me neither. I haven't.
Okay.
Let's
All
just
like
right.
they
put
have
him in
it.
F. Put him in F and be done with it.
Let's yes. I agree.
It looks
Be
like
gone with it.
they've only used this font for numbers for their entire shitty existence.
I just found out that they use
But like the normal,
in like the 80s or 90s, they used to use the Yankees logo, but like with Knicks colors. I never knew about that.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I totally forgot about that.
Which I actually think looks kind of cool, but like that's the only thing about like they have cool colors. It's not like the Knicks can't make good jerseys. They just I don't
They're just
I don't
the
know.
Knicks, man.
They're just the Knicks. That's why I said I feel bad. Like I want them to have something nice, but
hey, they have Dennis Smith.
yeah.
Oh,
Dennis
Yeah,
Smith and Mitchell Robinson.
As
eight
number
power
12 in their
forwards.
lineup.
Yeah.
Nick, I don't want to do this with you today.
No, I'm not saying that as a gripe towards Dennis Smith. I'm saying that as a gripe towards them.
We
Good.
can we can certainly talk Dennis Smith another time.
I'm scared to talk Dennis Smith with Grant.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was just about to say. I was like, I'm kind of worried about what Grant might get into. But
I will fuck y'all up.
So these next ones need a tier all by themselves.
yes, I was about to say I'm a big fan of all three of these. We'll go one by one. The San Antonio throwbacks, which I know Spurs fans have been calling for the rainbow to come back forever. Or I guess I don't know the rainbow, whatever.
Fiesta.
Yeah, Siesta
Yeah.
colors. Yeah. Wait, is it Fiesta or Siesta? What did I say?
Siesta's
Fiesta.
nap.
Siesta's a nap. Yes.
Hey, but they are going to
Which
be
is what-
napping all
yeah.
next year with all those old fucking players they have on their team.
That you wanted, or would be okay with getting.
I'm gonna throw in.
I saw that, Grant.
I'm gonna throw in a little but in the editing there.
Yeah, give me LaMarcus Aldridge if that's what you're talking about. Give me LaMarcus Aldridge all day. I miss seeing one-legged faders, bro. I need to see as many as I can.
Oh God.
I like these a lot. It's clean, the curvature San Antonio with the Fiesta stripes below, and same Spurs number. I like these are as good as it gets. I don't know if there's a side stripe or not. It doesn't look like there is from the picture that we're given, but I mean I think these look awesome. I'm a huge fan of these.
They're fantastic. The Fiesta throwback stuff is right up there with the green throwback Mav stuff for my absolute favorite throwback concepts in the entire NBA. They're so gorgeous. I dirty little secret of mine as a Mavs fan. I was in San Antonio during the 2014 finals for my senior trip at the end of my senior year of high school.
Yeah,
and
the AC went out.
Yeah.
Wait, were you at that game?
No, I wasn't at any of the games. We just happened to be in the city when I think they were actually playing the games in Miami while we were there, so they weren't even there. But it's still, it was a big deal. There was stuff all over town. It was a big deal. And we went to the mall on the Riverwalk, and they had a bunch of Spurs stuff in there, and they had this white hat with the Fiesta stripes across it, said San Antonio, and I may or may not have bought that. And
hey, I mean, like I think we've kind of come to terms with like our mutual respect with San Antonio. Like we both hate the Rockets, and like we're rivals, but like there's no beef between the Spurs or Mavs anymore. Like,
No, fuck the Spurs.
Okay, we
I'll
need
put
to
that
get an
shit on my
episode where
tombstone.
like we'll just set up Grant with like a tea time of just like 18.
Well, these are the
topics
things
to
I
go
hate.
through. Yeah. All right,
And
Grant.
these are the things I like.
On to Dennis
That
Smith.
was the last podcast I was on for like 5 months.
Jaren Jackson time.
You can go S.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
you forgot the Memphis jerseys.
See, okay, yeah, I'm frustrated with myself. Like I went through like 10 to 15 articles and found all these, and I was like, I double checked. I was like, okay, is that everything? Like I know I'm forgetting one, and like after like an hour
I think
of
Memphis.
digging,
To just cover it for y'all, I think Memphis fumbled the bag by not going back to the Vancouver colors. They did a full. It's just black with kind of like the Fiesta colors, and then just says Memphis.
No,
across
they
the
wore
chest.
those jerseys. They're
Yeah.
bringing back old jerseys that they wore from when they first moved to Memphis.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying I think they should have done the they should have just continued doing the Vancouver as their thing.
I think those.
I don't think it looks bad. I just prefer the Vancouver.
Well, the Vancouver ones are better. I think that. I mean, they have an argument for being the best jerseys like ever.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
but those
up there with purple Toronto.
yeah. But those Memphis ones right there, from when they first moved there, are still kick ass. They still look really awesome.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I don't know if I'm. Oh, I'm looking at the wrong. I'm looking at
hate
a Memphis Grizzlies Reddit post, and they were talking about a jersey, and every single comment was negative as hell. But I was looking at the
It's
wrong.
probably the
thing.
one from last year. The one from last
Yeah,
year.
it was last year. Yeah.
Yeah, the city from last year was atrocious. It was like gray with yellow and black.
Yeah,
It was so bad.
so ugly.
Yeah.
They were like $50. I was like, man, I want this Jaren jersey, but that one was like $50. I was like, oh, I don't want this.
So real quick, what is everyone here? What's your favorite jersey in NBA history? Because mine personally, just to throw it out there, is the T-Wolves from the KG era, the black.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those are hard.
Those are sick. Those are freaking sick.
See, the thing with me is like, I love those jerseys, and I like the logo especially, like the Timberwolves, like how the font is in the wool.
Yeah.
And I just love Kevin Garnett so much, so that just like.
Yeah, me
that's
too.
All I see. When it has to come with the actual jersey, when I can take it away from a player, I would probably have to go with the old Denver with their skyline.
Yeah.
They're like
The rainbow
purple,
ones.
but yeah, they're rainbow, but they like start at purple and shit. I like those a lot.
This is gonna be. I don't know if this is a hot take. I really like Utah's like old purple mountain scheme.
Oh, I love those.
That they
Nick,
had.
cover your ears.
Wait, what's that?
That is disgusting.
Oh,
No, I'm just kidding.
Uh,
They look cool.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to remember. Like, I think they switched them in like the late '90s. Like, they wore them throughout most of the 2000s. Yeah. I don't know. I always like those. And then '90s Sonics, just because I'm like a closet Sonics fan, I guess. I think green. Like, I'm a UNT grad, so like anything green, I kind of gravitate towards, and I love the Sonics jerseys. So
I find it interesting though how a lot of the people our age, our favorite jerseys are a lot of those '90s jerseys that, quote unquote, I don't know, jersey experts or fashion experts consider cartoonish and say they're not clean enough and stuff or whatever.
yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, to me, there's nothing particularly special about a bland ass white uniform with nothing on it. I mean, I get it. You know, I mean, a clean uniform is cool in its own way, but yeah, all these uniforms that were considered like just outlandish and cartoonish at the time are pretty much everyone's favorite jerseys now.
Yeah.
I think my old favorites
Absolutely.
are probably like the Barkley Suns jerseys.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about those. Good God. Yeah.
What's
those are
that
good.
phrase where it's like
That was my second. That was my second favorite, behind the Mavs City jerseys last year.
I was gonna say, what's that phrase where it's like fashion is always like 20 years behind itself, where like people are always trying to bring back the trends of 20 years ago. I don't think like that's ever been more true than like NBA jerseys today, and everybody just trying to pile on like this like kind of 90s graphic kind of look.
That's a great point.
Yeah. All right. Toronto's black and gold. I'll be honest, like I've never understood Toronto's like design / color scheme, whatever you want to call it. I think they've always, aside from the purple Raptors jerseys, I think they've always had kind of just a weird combination of colors and courts and everything. Which is funny because their purple jerseys are considered like some of the best of all time. But yeah, just I don't know, the combination of like black, red, purple, and gold. I've never quite felt very attached to. So I don't really have an opinion on these. I think they're fine. It's just like curvature Toronto and some cool kind of like, I guess it's like lightning or what, I don't know what you'd call it. Some weird.
Probably like a slash from a.
Yeah, I was gonna say from the Raptor.
Oh yeah. Raptor slash. Okay.
They look cool. They're not interesting though. So.
Yeah.
I feel like these very similarly. Good Lord, how I feel about the the Heat jerseys in the sense that they never should have left the red ones that looked like the Canada flag that they won the championship in 2019. They should have just stuck with those forever. Those were freaking amazing.
Yeah.
Toronto also did do a rebrand this year, so they do all their jerseys are different this year. It's
really?
it's got the weird. It's got like a triangle. I mean, they're not too different, but there's three different. There's a red one, a black one, and a white one, and it's like the point. It like points up to the player's like face, and it says Raptors in a like triangular point.
Huh.
Yeah, I don't know how.
Chevron.
Yeah.
Oh, I see it. Yeah.
All right.
But they have three of them this year, and I think they're all different.
How do we feel about the Blacks?
They're fine.
They're not.
Maybe.
It's kind of like the Heat jerseys, like he was saying, where like they had such nice ones that they like kind of toned it back a little bit. Where I don't know if I like these as much as I did the other ones they had, but they're definitely not bad.
Yeah. No, I have no disdain towards them. I don't really feel anything at all. I'm thinking it's C or B.
I don't understand the gold. I don't know where that came from.
It looks cool.
Yeah, I honestly think the gold came into play when Drake became the ambassador. I don't.
Yeah.
I
So
literally just scrolled down this, like I'm looking up Toronto's Raptors rebrand, and there's the Drake logo with a bunch of the fucking jerseys.
So that's what I was saying. Like when the Spurs thing was, we were talking about the last three jerseys. Like I like that it's consistent with their, like what they've been going for. And like I said, it's not the design that I hate. It's just it doesn't like I don't have like a color or like any sort of representation tied to the Raptors that like I think of whenever their name pops into my head. You know, just because they change colors and I guess logos. They didn't really change their logo, but just like I don't know, they got too many colors and too many jerseys. So I'm indifferent on it.
At least they're not the Cavs.
Yeah, that's true.
Switching
They're not the Cavs who have like eight.
Excuse me?
No, Cavs have cool designs, but they're the same way. They got like 8 colors, man. Like
they got so many different colors. They've got like 40 different jerseys throughout their history. They never stay pat is all I meant.
It's kind of hard when LeBron just goes in and out of your fucking team. You're like, oh, we're relevant for 5 years, and we're not.
At will.
We're relevant for 5 years, and we're not. Yeah.
they've got like a rebrand team like on standby.
Yeah.
If he goes back, I'm excited.
The emergency LeBron button that they press when he wants to come back.
There's still a chance. He said he wants to retire there one day.
Oh, he's absolutely playing another season in Cleveland. I'm 100% confident of that.
Oh, I can't wait.
If he wins another season in Cleveland,
That'd be ridiculous. Oh my god.
Or another championship in Cleveland, he might be my GOAT. I don't know. I'll have to read it.
He's gonna pass Bill Russell for you? Holy crap.
Well, hang on now. No, nobody's passing.
12.
Nobody's passing Mr. Russell.
Well, wait a second.
I was thinking MJ. I misspoke. My apologies.
He would pass the consensus GOAT, not
Blake
your GOAT.
he's deluded himself so much with this Blake Russell obsession that it's throwing him for a loop now.
It's so much a part of my bit now. I don't even know if I believe it anymore or not.
All right. Very timely jerseys are these. The last of our 2021 city leaks, or I guess at least of the ones I found, since I missed half of them.
I missed half of them. I literally only, besides Memphis and in Phoenix, I don't think you missed one.
And Dallas.
Also Portland.
And Portland.
Yeah,
so
you
yeah,
missed
like
Portland,
only four that we can think of off the top of our head. Yeah.
Immediately.
Okay, so learning lesson. Next time we do a tier list, I'm gonna make it like a week in advance. Because I made this morning, and I thought I did a good job of.
I mean, it's not your fault. These fuckers are deciding to hold up the CBA.
That's true. Yeah.
There you go.
Okay. As we said, very timely jerseys. The last of the collection tonight. The Washington Wizards going all out with the American flag, which I'm very curious to see if they pull these out if Trump wins tomorrow. But yeah, these are interesting. They're just some basic ass gray uniforms. They got the DC logo, which I like. I think it looks kind of like a CLC more than a DC, but
Oh, I hadn't even noticed that.
that's just
I
Oh, yeah,
don't
I've seen
like
that.
it. I
Bro,
don't
it looks
like
like dick and balls.
It
Oh,
literally
God.
looks like a dick and balls. It literally looks like a dick and balls, man. Oh
my
no.
God.
All right,
He's
he's gonna
missing
S
a portion of one of his nuts, so
S
he should get that
tier.
first.
No, yeah.
Poor
I was about to
man.
give these. I was about to give these a fat F, but then I realized these are the official jersey of the Ballscast.
And
So-
the American flag on the side of them makes so much more sense now. Like, I love it. Okay, yeah, these are S for me now. Damn.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not gonna lie, y'all. To me, these are actually on the cusp of being kick-ass. Like, I think it's the gray that fucked it up. If it
Yeah,
was
I'm so
white
I'm
with you,
100%
instead
with
of
you.
gray,
Yeah.
100%.
Like the
Yeah.
sides are badass. Like
Oh, yeah.
the sides
I'm
are
all
so
for
cool.
America. Mhm.
And at first I didn't like the dick and balls logo, but now it's my favorite thing in the NBA.
Yeah.
Uh, So yeah, it's really just the gray that's left. That's kind of fucking with me.
I'm gonna
yeah.
make a cutout of the CLC Dick and Balls, and I'm gonna make that the YouTube thumbnail for this video. Turn it sideways.
No.
Turn it sideways.
If they release, if they do jerseys or jersey shirts, oh sorry, I just burped with that, and it looks the same. I'm gonna get everyone on the Ballscast a Rui Huchimara shirt because
Bet.
Yes.
Bradley Beal's gonna be a Mav by the time we get to playing basketball. So
That's
Bet.
right.
Let's go, baby.
That would be awesome. All right, so we finished our rankings. I'm gonna go ahead and move Dick and Balls just to the first spot. Just it gets
But just
preferential treatment.
Just to recap, are the Suns the imaginary jerseys? That we
Okay,
made? The
so-
Suns are up there. in S?
So we're already doing a tier list podcast, which is funny enough because I mean you're gonna have to watch the YouTube video if you want like visual representation, and even if you do, you're missing half the jerseys. So welcome to the Ballscast, everyone. This is the Mavs jersey right here, the green. Throw it back, all right, and then we got the Suns right here with their little
In the top
Valley.
tier. In the top tier.
yes, in the
Yeah,
S tier.
in S tiers.
These are in S tier with the Pixel, the Suns jerseys. I call them the Pixel jerseys. And then
that's a good name for the Pixel jersey. I like that.
Thank you, Grant. Where did we put the sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Where do we put the Memphis jerseys?
I'd say A or B.
A?
Yeah, I agree.
I'll go A. I'll go
Okay.
A.
All right, we got the
I don't
black, red.
They're
and
definitely
teal.
not S.
What is it? A black form of their last year's city
No, it's
No.
it's
No, it's what Blake said.
Yeah,
It's when they first got back to Memphis.
Oh,
it's the throwback
shit.
from that.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like black with like red and teal lining. It's
Okay.
kind of hard to
and
explain.
white lettering. It's not like fancy.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
pretty. It's a pretty basic jersey.
Okay, I found it. It looks good. Yeah. It's
It really
clean.
pops though. That red makes it pop.
Yeah, with the red. Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah, I'm going with the A on these.
Okay. All right. So there's the little Memphis spot right there. Yeah, this is our complete list. Fuck the Knicks. We've relegated them to the F tier, and if we ever do
I just
one of
like
these
an-
again,
No,
That's
they
an
relegated
actual-
themselves to the
Yeah,
F
that is
tier.
a non-biased opinion on that jersey. It's garbage.
Yeah, I love RJ Barrett. I love Mitch Robinson. I love Frank Ntilikina. I love
Yeah.
Dennis Smith Jr. But those
Okay, I'm not gonna go that far.
The Knicks
Alright.
just continue
those fucking
shooting themselves in the
jerseys
foot.
suck. Well, if by shooting you mean not shooting, yes. they love shooting themselves.
all
By
right.
shooting you mean post-ups.
I would be straight up suicidal if I was a Knicks fan. I don't know how y'all get by if any of y'all are listening to this.
We're getting
God
into
bless.
this.
Why would a Knicks fan be listening to this?
I'm getting into
Just
this.
in case.
Yeah.
Just
Get help. Like,
Hey,
if you're a Knicks fan, get help.
I am a Patrick Ewing stan. That's one.
oh, me too.
One positive thing I can say about the Knicks is I'm a big fan of Ewing.
One of my 10 favorite players ever.
Yeah. Yep.
Or they
Alright.
traded us our best player from the bubble last year, Trey Burke.
Yes, they did.
That's true.
All right, we got our tier list out of the way. We're at like an hour, so I guess we'll call it an evening. And I'm embarrassed to get into another tier list because I clearly
No,
do not have this together.
This has gone perfectly well.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I've had a great time.
Next time we do a tier list, we'll do things. We'll tier something that is like actually all the way released and out, so we don't have to like piece together.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
this
We're
bullshit.
using leaked image. Like half of these images have like Getty images.
Yeah, half of these
watermarks all
images
over
are fucking made up. Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
true.
bro.
Yeah.
By the time this is up, there's gonna be fucking 5 more like concepts, and we've already covered like one of the teams, I'm sure.
yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's it for this week, I guess. I didn't put a call out for any questions because nothing's happening in the league. It's the off season. It's the
I really
Bear-
hope something happens so that we can make some nice
Yeah, me too.
videos.
Yeah, dude.
or
It's
episodes.
the Baron.
I'm down to have
these
the emergency.
weeks.
I'm down
Oh,
to have
yeah.
the emergency podcast whenever that happens. But Carter, isn't there something that you isn't there something going on? Even though
Yes.
there's nothing.
Yeah. By the grace of God and somehow we got Mark Followill coming on next week. The TV play-by-play guy, voice of the Mavericks. He's going to come on and answer some questions and talk about the bubble.
NASCAR.
And if
You
Grant,
weren't kidding?
no, he's really coming
Oh,
on.
God.
Yeah,
You haven't told him the name of the podcast yet, I assume?
I did, and he still agreed.
Okay, he
And
didn't.
he
Listen to
still said yes, let's
he
go.
didn't listen to the first episode where the first thing we said was Josh asked something, and I said, "Do y'all want to see my dick?" He didn't listen to
No, I don't think so. I didn't send him a link, but you know what? Like
Mark Followill is a legend,
Mark
and
Followill is
he's a
legend.
real one.
And if
Oh,
we
yeah,
can
for
if
sure.
we can get one guest to come on the Ballscast, I think it opens the gauntlet. Like, there's no reason for anybody else.
Dirk is
not
next.
to. Dirk is next.
Dirk! Yeah,
can-
once he gets his coaching job and he won't be able to eat his ice cream anymore. Sorry, Reddit Mavericks on Twitter.
Dirk's got a stomach now. Dude's been
Yeah, his
eating,
midsection's starting to look like mine.
He's eating.
which he deserves. And I'm
Much
this
longer
is not,
though.
No disrespect. Dirk has earned
Yeah.
every calorie.
100%.
But,
Every cookie.
But yeah, we got Followill coming on next week. I don't really know why, because there's nothing to talk about, and we're just gonna kind of ask him his thoughts about the bubble and the season coming up. And yeah, we'll see where it goes, but we're happy that he said yes, and yeah, I think we're gonna shoot for that.
Completely amazed that he said
I
yes.
have a
Oh,
great
yes.
question. I have a great question for Followill next week, so definitely listen.
That's a
I'm
good
scared.
cliffhanger. That's a
An
good.
amazing question.
You gonna ask him about Jaren Jackson or the Knicks?
No, about Jaren Jackson.
We gotta
Well,
ask him about. We gotta ask him about the Washington Dakin balls.
Yeah, gotta ask him about Jared Jackson. So last time on the last podcast I was on, and Followill like asked a question. He told me that he would go to the Daytona 500 with me. So I gotta make sure he's still down to go before I buy these tickets.
All right, keep that in mind. I'll make sure to like press him on it. All right,
I'll fucking press him on.
stay tuned next week for our 2020 presidential election recap with Mark Followill.
Yeah, from MFFL Ballscast.
Yeah.
Wait, there's an election tomorrow?
Oh shit.
Oh, I had no idea.